So today we'll discuss the topic, the unit 4 semiconductor physics. Okay, सगळ्यांना स्क्रीन दिसतेत ना व्यवस्थित? एकदा परत हॅलो 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 स्टुडंट, ऑल ऑफ सीन ना स्क्रीन? ऑल ऑफ सीन ना पीपीटी? हेलो
Yes, ma'am.
okay, ठीक है. Let's continue to the in semiconductor physics. Firstly, the introductions about the semiconductor physics. In the semiconductor physics, that firstly few points to be understanding purposes. So electron in the completely filled band cannot move since all the state is occupied. That principle is the Pauli's principle. This Pauli's exclusive principle, which is related for the electronic configurations of the atom. That electronic configurations of atom means the suppose nitrogen, that atomic number 7. So that electronic configurations is the 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. That is the Pauli exclusive principle for the electronic configurations. Okay, so in that Pauli's exclusive principle, that electron jumps into the next higher energy band. So electron jump from the next higher energy band. So need the energy. Okay, energy is required for to jump the electron. In that, the electron is a partially filled band or can move. They are the free state to the move. These electrons will be partially filled bands. Suppose can be moved from their free state. So required the energy is needs to the energy is required. Some the energy band in solids, in that the matter can be classified, that is the matter can be classified the solid, liquid and the gases. That first the solid means that is the solid can be distributed into the crystalline as well as the amorphous. That crystallines means the atoms or molecule can arranged in the regular manner. That types of a solid is called as a crystalline solid. Okay, crystalline means the atoms and the electrons that arranged in the regular manner. That type is called as a amorphous. Okay, sorry, that type is called as a crystalline, and amorphous means the irregular arrangement of the atom in the solid is called as a amorphous solid. That example of the amorphous, which is the glass, rubber, plastic, and crystallines, it is used to the copper, aluminum, etc. It is the example of the amorphous solid. Means in that amorphous and crystalline solid, there are the electrical point of view. The electrical point of view, that solid can be classified into the conductor, insulator or the semiconductor. Okay, in that our study, that is a conductor, insulator and the semiconductor. Okay, so that before we going some concept can understand you, that solid materials means the electron energy level from the band allowed the energy that's separated by the forbidden band. Means forbidden bands that define another ppt. So first valence band, conduction band and actually gap, that define the terms. First of all, the valence band means the outermost band filled with electron, that is called as a valence band. Means the field, that is all state will be occupied, that is called as a valence band. Then second is the conduction band. Conduction bands means the next highest band, that the valence band, there either the empty or the partially filled. Okay, and simply gap. What is meant by the gap? The gap is the energy difference in between the valence and conduction band. Means energy difference in the valence and conduction band, it called as a gap, or it is also that conduction band which is equal to the width of the forbidden gap. That's such a picture related to the insulator, semiconductor and the conductor. Okay, that semiconductor, insulator and conductor briefly study in next ppt. Okay, 1 minute. Hello. Sorry for. So classifications of a solid into the three types, that is the insulator, semiconductor, and the conductor. Okay, in that first the conductor. So conductor is the material capable for carrying the electric current. That material which has the mobile charge carriers. That is the mobile charge carriers means that example of the electrons and the ions. So that the metal is a very good carrier of the electricity. It is called as a conductor. Okay, conductor, that material, that is the valence and conduction band in that overlap. So practically the energy gap is the zero, means that a electron needs for very little energy to stay the conduction band and conduct electricity. In that valence band only partially filled, or it is the filled in the next allow an empty band overlap with it. So that diagrams related for the conductor, that is a empty state. Okay, that state is the empty. So if the electron become free to conduct, that time the electron will be become to the free to conduct, means it promote into the empty available energy state. Okay, and in that conductor, that conductor empty state adjacent for the field state, means that is generally the energy supplied by the electrical field is enough to stimulate the electron into that the empty state. Means example like the metal, liquids, ions, or water, molten ionic compounds, and plasma, copper, aluminum. It is a good example of the conductor. So conductor means conductor, it is a simply that is defined as the conduction and the valence band become zero. It is a substance can flow the electricity sufficiently. Simply define the conductor only. Conductor means the conductor is a substance that flow the electricity sufficient and the energy, no energy band gap into the conduction and the valence band. It is means the conduction and a valence band, it is the overlapping, and so no energy band gap in between the conduction and the valence. It is called as a conductor. Okay, and that conductor related, so that diagrams of a conductor, that conduction and valence band, no energy band is required, so it is called as a conductor. That is a metal, all the metals is the example of the conductor. Okay, next one is the insulator. So insulator means material with no very few charge carrier, so that the gap means the forbidden gap, means the forbidden region between the highest field band means the valence band, highest field band it is called as a valence band. Okay, that's it. Then lowest empty or partially filled band, that conduction band is a where conduction band is a very width, means that width is a large, that is become the 3 to 6 electron volt. Okay, so in that insulator the valence band is filled with the electron, so electron cannot be moved within the valence band. Okay, that produces the conductions of electricity of electron from valence band, it must be go into the conduction band. That energy is more than the energy gap that supplied the electron from the valence band in order to transfer the conduction band. That is means the energy gap in that the insulator is larger, that prevent this change of energy by the electron in that the insulator are the poor conductor. And that example of the insulator is the quiz, then most of the covalent and ionic solid, plastic, glass, wood, mica, paper. It is the example of the insulator. At insulator showing in the figure, that insulator, that the energy band, that is a 3 to 6 electron volt, that is a large energy band is required. So it is called as a conduction and valence band. That insulator, the energy gap is the, as compared to conductor, that is a larger the energy band. Okay, in that the insulator. So insulator, that substance which does not allow or flow the electricity through them, means it is a large energy gap required for the conduction band and the valence band. Means here is the large energy band is required, here is the negligible, it is overlapping which is other conduction band and the valence band. Okay, so insulator, that example, and briefly again show in that PPT, that is the conduction band and valence band, and this is the forbidden, that is the energy gap is a larger. Hence here also see the big energy gap in between the conduction band and valence band. It is a filled valence, and it is the, here in the condition, empty conduction band. Okay, so such a material may be conduct only at very high temperature. It is the most important term. Such a material means insulator, that such material may be conduct only at very high temperature, or they are subjected to the very high voltage, and such conduction is rarer, so it is also called the breakdown as an insulator. So most important in that insulator, insulator is the material that conduct only at the high temperature, and they are subjected to the high voltage, and such a conduction is rarer, it is called as a breakdown in the insulator. And next, the third, that solid material is the semiconductor. Okay, semiconductor, hello, semiconductor means semiconductor material is one of which the electrical properties lies between those insulator and the conductor. Okay, it is lies in between, both of lies in between the insulator and the conductor. That definitions about the semiconductor is, semiconductor material is one whose electrical properties lies in between insulator and the conductor. Okay, in semiconductor, that energy band, okay, semiconductor material, that the energy band, that energy band which is have the empty conduction band, and almost it is filled, that valency band is that energy gap required to the 0.1 electron volt to the 1 electron volt, and that showing to that diagram, that is electron energy. Then here is the x-axis distance, that is conduction band, empty free electrons, and then valence band nearly filled to the electrons, and that energy gap is very small, as approximately that is a 0.1 electron volt to the 1 electron volt. That showing also in that diagrams also, that small energy gap in related the conduction band and the valence band. Okay, the energy gap is very small, and very little energy is needed to the transfer of electron from these valence band into the conduction band. Means energy required to the small energy will require for this valence band to the conduction band. Okay, then this thermal energy at room temperature is enough. So rising the temperature, temperature will be increases, so rising the temperature more, that more electron will be transferred into that the conduction band, that's seen into the diagram. Okay, rising the temperature, the more electron will be transferred for the conduction band, and this result as increase in the conductivity. Okay, conductivity will be increases that with increase in the temperature, and that example of the semiconductor, basically example, basic germanium and the silicon, it is the example of the semiconductor. Okay, so first repeat again. So matter, that is matter, solid, liquid and gases. That solid which is crystalline and amorphous, and that electrically electrical point of view, this solid classified into the three: conductor, insulator and the semiconductor. Okay, that conductor, insulator and the semiconductor. And that semiconductor, related, what is the definitions about the semiconductor? Semiconductor is the electrical property which is lies in between the insulator and the conductor. Okay, and that very small energy gap, that energy gap is a 0.1 electron volt to the 1 electron volt. And that example of the semiconductor is the germanium and the silicon. Okay, next related for the semiconductor, the types of a semiconductor. So basically the types of a semiconductor, the semiconductor divided into the instranic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. So instranic means it is called the pure semiconductor, and extrinsic semiconductor it is called as a impure semiconductor. That extrinsic semiconductor also divided into the N type and the P type. Okay, so first the instranic semiconductor, that instranic semiconductor means instranic semiconductor it is called as a pure form. Okay, so instranic semiconductor material is extremely in pure form. That extremely pure form means basically pure form origination, that is the germanium and the silicon. Okay, and that's germanium and silicon, that forbidden energy gap in between the germanium and silicon is the 0.72 electron volt to that silicon 1.1 electron volt respectively. Okay, the energy gap in between, the energy gap is small, that the ordinary in room temperature, that there are many electron which possesses the sufficient energy to jump across the small energy gap in between the valence and the conduction band. Means the instranic semiconductor is defined as one which the numbers of conduction of electron which is equal to the numbers of hole. Instranic semiconductor may be defined as the one which the numbers of conductions of electrons is equal to the numbers of hole. Okay, that's seeing the valence shell, that is the conductions bond, that is the silicon. Okay, the instranic semiconductor diagram. Then first the instranic semiconductor pure form is completed. Then second is the extrinsic semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor, it is also called as a doped semiconductor, means that semiconductor with small admixtures of trivalent or the pentavalent atoms, means impurity in the pure form add the impurity, so that pure form add the impurity, it is called as a doping process. Okay, so instranic semiconductor to which some impurity doping agent or doping added, that extremely small amount at about the 1 part in the 100 to 8. Okay, it is called as a extrinsic or impurity semiconductor, means in the pure form add the impurity, that ratio 1:108. Okay, and that part, that is a pure form add the impurity, so forming that new, that is called as a extrinsic semiconductor, and that process is formed into a pure form add to the impurity, it is called as a doping process. Okay, and then that is called as a extrinsic semiconductor. In that extrinsic means the impure form. Okay, that type of extrinsic semiconductor depending upon the N type and the P type in classes. So N type of a semiconductor, it is also called as a donor, and P type of a some semiconductor, it is also called as a acceptor. N type and the P type of a semiconductor. Then briefly discuss about the N type and the P type. Okay, first the semiconductor which is divided into the two form, that is the instranic and the extrinsic. Intrinsic is the pure and extrinsic is the impure form, that is another types of these N type and the P type. So briefly discuss, the first is the N types of a semiconductor. So N type of a extrinsic semiconductor means these types of a semiconductor is obtained when the pentavalent material, that pentavalent material like the antimony, is added into the pure silicon crystal, means forming the extrinsic semiconductor. So pentavalent material that material use the antimony. Okay, that antimony material add the pure silicon, otherwise germanium, pure silicon, that the dopant with the 5 valence electron, means here in that percent the valence electrons is the dopant is the 5, and that 4 electron used for the covalent bond with the surrounding, means covalent band, that is a 4 electrons, that 4 electron is the silicon atoms. Okay, and that the 5 valence electrons is the antimony, that each antimony atom forms the covalent bond with the surrounding 4 silicon atom. That antimony atoms form the surrounding 4 silicon atom, that help to 4 of these 5 electrons, means in the fifth valence electrons in the antimony. Okay, that the fifth valence electrons is loosely bound to the antimony atoms, so it is mobile charge carrier, and that electrons needed only the small amount of energy. That small amount of energy into the conduction band is the energy is the 0.05 electron volt in that the silicon, that which impure for the conduction ability from the some extent. That N type of a semiconductor, so it can be easily excited from the valence band to the conduction band by the applications of that the electrical field increases, the thermal energy also increases. That resultant is known as the N type of a semiconductor, and it is seen that N type of a semiconductor, it is also called as a majority carriers, while the holes constitute the minority carriers, and hence the conductions of the electron, no holes is found. Means the example that is a dopant with the 5 valence electron is the antimony, and that is related also the example of the phosphorus, arsenic, that example related for the N type of a semiconductor. Suppose aluminum and the silicon, that example that is showing in also PPT, that is N type of a semiconductor, germanium, antimony, that is this one. So that electronic flow related for the N types of materials, that is a hole, and here is the electrons, so negative to positive, that is the electron flow from the N types of materials. Means basically point of view, N types of a semiconductor, that is called as a pentavalent, and that pentavalent, it is the example of a arsenic and the antimony. So it is the donor, and that related the electron is a donor, and majority in electrons and minority is the holes. Then next one is the P type of the extrinsic semiconductor. The P types of extrinsic semiconductor, that often the trivalent. N type is the pentavalent, P type is the trivalent. Like the boron is added to the pure germanium crystal. Okay, in N type there will be the antimony with the silicon. In the P type, the trivalent, that is the boron added with the germanium crystal. Okay, that dopant with the, here is the dopant with the 3 valence electrons, and that 3 valence electron related to the boron, aluminum, that indium, it is the example of the P types. That is aluminum, suppose aluminum, the electronic configuration is the 13, that is a 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p1, means 3s2 and 3p1, that is the outermost, it is the 3, that is the dopant is the 3 valence electron in the outermost shell of the aluminum. Suppose example, that is aluminum 13, consider the example 1 3. So that the electronic configuration is the 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1, that is the 3s2, 3p1, that is outermost is the 3 valence electron. Okay, so in that only 3 and 4 is the covalent bond is a filled, means covalent bond is filled with the germanium crystal. That vacancy in that the fourth covalent band is the formed to the holes, and that 3 valence electrons and borons atom from 3 valence electrons and boron atoms will be formed in that covalent band, that is a 4 for the surrounding germanium atom that left to incomplete, so rise to form the hole, and that hole is left from the free mobile charge carrier. So improve this conduction ability, that p types of a semiconductor, that p type of a semiconductor to movement the hole in the valence band, means the resultant materials of a p-type semiconductor is a trivalent to the dopant, that trivalent dopant impurity. Okay, so in that p-type of a semiconductor as showing, that is the this one, that is germanium, that is a trivalent, that 3 is added and remaining is the 4, and it is forming to the hole in here is a forming to the hole, and it is called as a acceptor impurity created here. Okay, that is the p types of a semiconductor, and that p types of a semiconductor, the electron flow related here is the holes, and the p types of a material hole will be formed, that is the electron flow diagrams. Okay, in the p types of a semiconductor, that these two, that is the p types and the n types of a semiconductor, that is showing n types of a semiconductor here and the p types of a semiconductor here. So it is the extract the electrons in the n types of a semiconductor, the majority electrons and minority, in that the majority electrons and minority is the holes. Here in the condition of a p types, in that case the p types is the majority is the hole and minority is the electrons. Okay, that example is the aluminum, it is used to the example of the phosphorus, that is a p types of a, sorry, that is the n types of a semiconductor. Then that p types and n type of the extrinsic semiconductor related, the conduction band is partially filled, that is energy, here is the silicon. Then valence band is completely filled in the case of n type. Okay, and in the case of the p type, that conduction band is a fulfilled, conduction band is a fulfilled, and valence band is a partially filled, and valence band is the partially filled, that showing in the ppt. Okay, then next is a n and pn junction, that related point to the p types and n types of a semiconductor. So therefore the here p types and the n types electrons, and that the deflection regions, that is a pn junction, pn junction, that pn junction related for the forward bias and the reverse bias in conditions, that pn junction forward bias and reverse bias condition means the deflection layer decreases in the forward bias, and the deflection deflection layer is increases, means the current flow into the microampere in the reverse bias. Okay, that forward bias is a positive and reverse bias is the negative in the case of pn junction. Then some basic concept which is related for the semiconductor. So semiconductor, repeat again. So semiconductor, next one part is the Fermi energy. So repeat again in shortly semiconductor again. So semiconductor materials, therefore the matter, that the solid matter, which is, that is the matter classified into the solid, liquid and the gases. So that solid which is, hello, solid, that solid which is related for the crystalline and amorphous, but in the electronic point of view, our discussions related about the solids, that is the solid which is classified into the conductor, insulator and the semiconductor. So conductor, shortly conductor, that terms related to the valence band, conduction band and the gap. Valence band means the outermost band which filled the electron, it is called as a valence band. Then conduction band is the highest energy band, that is the valence band is the empty or partially filled, and that gap it is called as a difference in between that's both the conduction and the valence band. In that the insulator, semiconductor and the conductor. So insulator means, that is the insulator means, what is meant by the insulator, that insulator is called as a substance which does not allow the electricity through them, that is large energy. So large energy required for that the insulator. Then conductor, it is the conductor means it is required to the substance which is flow the electricity for the sufficient energy, so that no energy band is required, means the valence band and conduction band which is overlap in between them. Here in condition the insulator, the energy gap is larger. Here in the condition they become the overlap with the each other. And a semiconductor means the insulator and conductor lies in between, and that is called as a semiconductor. So here in the energy band is very small as compared to the conductor. Okay, that is called as a semiconductor. And that semiconductor related to the that semiconductor, the types of a semiconductor is a intrinsic semiconductor and the extrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic means the pure form of a semiconductor, extrinsic means the impure form of the semiconductor. And that related the types is the n types and the p types of a semiconductor. And intrinsic semiconductor, that is a intrinsic semiconductor that forbidden energy required to the 0.72 to 1.1 electron volt. Okay, so extrinsic semiconductor, that is a impurity, that is a pure form add to the impurity. So it is process, it is called as a doping process, and that doping process, that is a one part of the 108. Okay, so that extrinsic semiconductor is also called as a impurity of a semiconductor. That extrinsic semiconductor, that is the two types, n types of a semiconductor and the p types of a semiconductor. Then these n types and p type semiconductor, that is n type semiconductor, it is called as a pentavalent, pentavalent, and the p types of a semiconductor, it is called as a trivalent. And then n type semiconductor, it is called as a donor, and it is a majority of the electrons and minority is the holes. Majority in the electrons, minority in the holes. And in p types, the majority holes form, minority is the electrons. That example related for the n types, that is phosphorus, that is electronic configuration 15. So it is the valence, that is valence cell require the 5 electrons. And in the p types of a semiconductor, the aluminum example, so electronic configurations 1s2 2s 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p1 means the valence cell, it is the 3. Okay, that it is n type and p types, it is also called as a donor or acceptor impurity. So then p-n junction, that is a forward bias and the reverse bias, that is the two terms related about the p-n junction in the types of a semiconductor. All of understand the concept? Hello, thank you.
Ma'am, insulatorचा एनर्जी गॅप 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन व्होल्ट आहे आणि 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन व्होल्ट लिहिलेला आहे.
Okay.
इन्सुलेटरचं एनर्जी गॅप 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन व्होल्ट आहे आणि 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन
Lies in between, na? Not definitely. Lies in between 3 to 6. So not approximately, na? Lies in between. Here in mention in conductor or insulator, that is a conductor, that is a small energy gap. Insulator, that is a large energy gap. Okay, and then semiconductor, that is a lies in between the insulator and the conductor. Okay.